South Korean President Moon Jae-in once again emphasized the need to reallocate the investigative powers to curb excesses by prosecutors while giving more authority to the police. Hwang Hojun updates us on how the Liberal leader is working to deliver on one of his key election pledges.
His remarks were made during an impromptu meeting on Friday with the nation's Prosecutor General Moo-il. Their meeting comes amid a power struggle between the police and the prosecution, which opposes the police being granted more investigative leeway. According to the Blue House spokesperson, the Prosecutor General expressed his concern over such a move to President Moon in a, quote, very candid manner. The president listened intently to him, but he insisted police should be given more autonomy during investigations, while prosecutors, who have the power to indict, must focus their efforts on exercising supplementary oversight and following up on police investigations. The Prosecutor General was then invited to lunch by President Moon, along with the soon-to-retire Lee Chol-sung, Commissioner General of the Korea National Police Agency. The Liberal leader said he decided to host the luncheon to encourage them, the leaders of Korea's two law enforcement agencies. The president noted that while discussions about reallocating the investigative powers of the prosecution and the police are in their final stages, there are bound to be complaints whatever decision is made, and he asked Moon and Lee, as leaders of their agencies, to ensure that any changes go ahead as painlessly as possible. President Moon also ordered the police commissioner to push for the introduction of a local autonomous police system. But he also stressed that the police must collaborate with the National Assembly because such a system will require legislation. To the top prosecutor, the president instructed him establish a department under the Supreme Public Prosecutor's Office that would operate to protect human rights of not only the victims, but to all the parties related to an investigation, including the suspects and the defendants. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.